Get ready with me while I prep my skin to test the red lipstick that I am developing for my skincare line. When you wear a red lipstick, it tends to bring out all of the redness otherwise in your skin. And I don't like that for myself personally, so I just like to go in with a color corrector before I wear a red lipstick look. Now, personally, I will color correct around my nose and mouth anyway every day just because I have some broken capillaries there, which is perfectly normal when you're almost 48. And just around the nose and chin, I like to go in with a concealer over the color corrector just in case there's any cast of blue left hanging out. I don't want to be looking dead. I was listening to the Best Little Whorehouse in Texas soundtrack while I did this makeup, and I highly recommend it. It's a 1970s musical, if you're not aware, but it's also a movie with Dolly Parton that's worth a watch. Because I have super sparse brows, I like to just put in a little bit of powder with an angled brush instead of a super duper fill in because it just doesn't look natural on me. It's almost like I just want a hint of a brow rather than a fully drawn on brow. This color I'm using probably isn't the best, but it's what I had, so that's what we're going with. Another tip if you're a sparse brow kind of gal is to start with your brow gel on the sparsest parts. That way you can more easily balance your full brow. If you started with the gel in the thickest part of your brow, it might be too heavy to be able to create a balance on the sparser parts. And because I feel like my eyes tend to disappear into my face if I don't have a liner on, I always do a liner when I do makeup. But because this is a super clean look, I'm just going in right on the lash line with this um, kohl pencil in charcoal. Now, this pencil is 4 million years old and it is dull as hell. I wouldn't normally hold the pencil this way and apply eyeliner this in this direction. But if I were to hold it horizontally, I would just be poking my lash line with the wood from the pencil. So this is what we're doing. I also like to just extend a little bit past my eye, not a full wing, but just a tiny bit of extension. It helps to lift. And I usually do my waterline on the top. And because I was just jabbing at my um, lash line with that pencil, I'm going to have to soften it up a little bit with an angled brush. I just I just really like that extension. It makes a big difference and you can barely tell. And then I have super straight lashes and they're also pretty light. So I like to have a super duper dark black mascara to finish off an eye look. It just really opens my eye. You can see the difference here. And today, just for funsies, I did a little on the lower lashes. And just combing that through, making sure there aren't any clumps. And finishing up with a translucent powder, and that is the skin and makeup done except for the red lip. And this is the first time that I'll be trying this out. Okay, look at that color payoff. The color is so rich and beautiful. It's really easy to work with. It's not just like sticking in one place, but it's also not going all over the place. You know, sometimes you wear with a gloss, it'll just kind of migrate everywhere. And this is staying where I'm putting it. It's fantastic. It feels super moisturizing. Gosh, the color is so pretty. It's going on super even. I will say it's a little creamier than I was going for. It's not bad by any means, but it's almost feeling like a balm sort of texture. It'd be a super pigmented balm. We'll see how she wears, but I'm happy so far.